The female reproductive system. The female reproductive system includes several organs that work together for menstruation, conception, and reproduction. Key structures include the vagina, cervix, uterus, fallopian tubes, and ovaries. Starting with the vagina, this tube-like passage connects externally to the cervix, which is located between the vagina and the uterus. The cervix leads into the cervical canal, which opens into the muscular uterus. The uterus is composed of 3 layers: an inner layer called the endometrium, a middle muscular layer known as the myometrium, and an outer peritoneal layer. Extending from the upper sides of the uterus are the fallopian tubes, which connect the uterus to the ovaries. The ovaries are oval structures attached to the uterus by the ovarian ligament, with the broad ligament, or mesovarium, positioned behind them. Near the ovaries are funnel-shaped structures called infundibula, with finger-like projections known as fimbriae, which help capture the mature egg released by the ovary. Inside the ovary, there are various follicles in different stages of maturity. Each follicle contains an ovum, egg cell. The outer layer of the ovary is the germinal epithelium, beneath which lies the cortex containing the follicles. The central area of the ovary, called the medulla, houses blood vessels and nerves. The ovarian follicles release estrogen as they develop, and following ovulation, the corpus luteum, formed from the ruptured follicle, secretes progesterone. Each month, typically 1 follicle matures and releases an ovum in a process known as ovulation. This ovum enters the fallopian tube. If sperm reaches the fallopian tube, entering initially through the vagina, then moving through the cervix and uterus, fertilization can occur. During this process, only 1 sperm cell will penetrate the ovum, completing fertilization. The fertilized egg, now called a zygote, travels toward the uterus, where it eventually implants into the uterine wall. At this stage, it is known as an embryo. The embryo begins to divide and develop, ultimately forming a fetus. This comprehensive process, from ovulation to fertilization and implantation, demonstrates the coordinated function of the female reproductive system in human reproduction.